Even though Reddit Online will basically not get much new items in the foreseeable future, there has been added quite a few items in the past. Some are not good, while others are great. In this video I will show you my top 10 best purchases you can make in Reddit Online. But before we get into the video, I just want to tell you guys about my personal channel where I make similar videos to this, just on GT Online instead of Reddit Online. And in me saying similar, that then means that I make tutorials, guides and tips and trick videos on GT Online on my personal channel Jonsi McFlurry. So if you play GT Online as well as Reddit Online, I suggest you go over there and subscribe to my personal channel, and of course subscribe to this channel. We just hit 14k. I don't know what to say. It's really nice. It's really nice. 14k. Let's get to 15k. Come on guys. You're a legend. Everybody are legends. Alright then, let's get back into the video. To start off this list, I have any rank 20 roll horse. And let me just say before I go more in depth into this guide or this top 10, is that these ranks are not ranked. Like, they are not ranked at all. They are just random order. I will just say a lot of nice items you should consider buying. And yeah, it's not ranked in any way, so it's no number one. It's just a list of 10 items. Anyway, when it comes to rank 20 roll horses, basically any of the rank 20 roll horses in this game are good. You can't really go wrong with any of these, especially if you combo this roll horse with some of the stuff I will talk about later in this video, which will make your horse even better. Anyway, there are 5 rank 20 roll horses in Reddit Online, and these consist of the Breton, which is the bounty hunter roll horse, and the Criollo, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but that's the collector roll horse, the Norfolk Roadster, which is the moonshiner roll horse, the Gypsy Cob, which is the naturalist roll horse, and the Cladruber, which is the trader roll horse. As I said, any of these are good, and you should just buy the one you unlock first, which probably will be the Breton, which is actually the horse I main on my PC account. And yeah, I enjoy the Breton. It's a really nice horse. Editor, don't make this sus. Second item on this list that I have is the Nacogdoches saddle. This is one of the items that I was talking about earlier with the horse. I did talk about this in my fairly new best horses video, but this item is just so good that I will mention it again. You would not think this, but saddles does actually have a big impact on how good your horse is. So the best saddle by far is the Nacogdoches saddle. Here are the stats. The Nacogdoches saddle has stamina regain rate plus 20%, stamina drain rate minus 35%, stamina core drain rate minus 18%, and health drain rate minus 20%. So as you see from the stats, this saddle is really good and will boost your horse to the max. Or not to the max, but you know, it will boost your horse a lot in your course. And in my opinion, you should also get this item before you even buy another horse from the beginner horse. I talk more in depth of this in my best horses video. So if you're here just for horses, I suggest you to go over to that video, but that's another topic. You can also take this saddle off a horse and put it on another horse, so you will only have to pay once to get this banger of a saddle. And yeah, it's just really good. So if you ever change your horse to a new horse, a better horse, you can just put the saddle off the old horse and put it on the new horse. Easy as that, and you just get a even better horse. But wait, there is more. At number 3, we got the hooded stirrups. I also talked about this item in the previous video, and since I've talked so much about this previous video, if you actually want to watch it, it's in the top right corner of your screen right now. It's the best horses video. Anyway, let's stop talking about that video. This is a video in itself. Okay, so the hooded stirrups. So stirrups on your horse is also something that is pretty important in Reddit Online. This is especially something you wouldn't think, but because stirrups is just a small cosmetic, you would think. But they do boost the speed of the horse, and they also affect the stamina drain rate of the horse. So the best stirrups in my opinion are the hooded stirrups. How are the stats? The hooded stirrups gives your horse 2 bars of speed, acceleration plus 2 bars, and stamina drain rate minus 50%. So with hooded stirrups you will actually make your horse faster in acceleration and top speed. Therefore, if you combine these two together, the Nakadoche saddle and the hooded stirrups, you will get the stamina and health of the horse much better. Plus, you will also get its stats like speed and acceleration much better. So these are essential to your horse. Anyway, let's stop talking about horses now. Let's get on to item 4, which is not a horse item, because this is the bolt action rifle. This rifle or this weapon is probably one of the best weapons in the game. It's just so versatile, you can do basically everything with this one weapon. But what this weapon is probably most notable for is its hunting capabilities. This gun is probably the best weapon in the game for hunting. You can basically hunt every animal except small animals. For that you need a varmint rifle, which is not on this list, but that's also a really good item, the varmint rifle. If I had honorable mentions, that the varmint rifle would be in that list. The bolt action rifle is also really good for fighting NPCs and other players. It's a high damage rifle with not that bad of a fire rate. Maybe the only thing that's bad about this gun is its ammo capacity. You can only have 5 bullets in each holster, so after 5 rounds or after 5 bullets of shooting, you then need to reload. But other than that, this weapon is a must buy, and you do need to have it for hunting, for fighting NPCs and AI, and also other players. This gun is a must buy when you unlock it. At number 5 we have the second holster, and if you were wondering, this is the way to dual wield. So if you've been looking into dual wielding, listen up. This is essential for dual wielding. And dual wielding, in my opinion, is a pretty good feature of the game. I see most people just running the repeater or rifle like the bolt action rifle 24/7, which is fine, but I prefer to use the revolvers once in a while since they are not bad at all. In my opinion, when I use the revolvers and I use Deadeye, I can hit the shots much easier, and even if I don't use Deadeye, I feel like they're much accurate than something like a repeater. This may just be personal preference and it's just me being bad at using a repeater, but I do like having dual wielding weapons. But if you were to dual wield revolvers or pistols, you do actually need some guns. You need 2 guns. So the gun I prefer, or the gun I recommend to use, is the Navy Revolver. So naturally at number 6 we have the Navy Revolver. The Navy Revolver is my and many others' favorite revolver. This gun is really satisfying to use because of its sound when firing, and it is also pretty good. It's good having 1 of them, it's good having 2 of them as dual wielding. Only thing I would say is bad about this weapon though is the reload speed. You don't really want to reload with this gun because you have 6 bullets, and when those 6 bullets are up, I would say it takes a solid 6 or 7 seconds before you have reloaded all the bullets again, or even more than that. But if you dual wield this revolver, as I just talked about, then it makes it a hell of a lot easier to use this revolver as your main, since you have double the amounts of bullets before you need to reload. So in all, this is a very good weapon choice. At number 7 we have a completely different genre of the game. It's not about guns, it's not about horses, or a bit about horses, but it's the hunting wagon. The hunting wagon becomes available for purchase after reaching level 10 of the trader role for $875 and 2 role tokens. The hunting wagon is a sturdy wagon fit for carrying multiple carcasses, hides and pelts. It's very good for traders or the trader role. The hunting wagon can hold 5 large pelts / animal carcasses or 10 medium carcasses. And unlike horse cargo, the hunting wagon cargo is saved and you don't have to worry about it disconnecting. When you disconnect from the game and go to bed or whatever, next day when you log on, the same animal carcasses and pelts should be in your hunting wagon. The cargo will be safe even if the wagon is destroyed. So if you put it in the hunting wagon, there's almost no way that you will lose that carcass of that animal. So if you do have a legendary animal, you can't use it right now or whatever, you need to just save it in there and log off, put it in the hunting wagon, you will not lose it. Hopefully. So it's definitely worth your purchase, and it is essential for some of the most meta ways of earning money in RDO. So do get the hunting wagon. And when I say meta ways of earning money, I'm talking about the naturalist role and getting legendary animals for that, from that, and putting them over to the trader. I will have a whole separate video about the naturalist role whenever I unlock it on PC, because I do have a PC account which does not have it unlocked yet. So when I do have the naturalist role unlocked and I can record some stuff with it, I will then make a video. Also, last thing about the wagon. To spawn the wagon, you go into your interaction menu, you then choose stables, and then you can spawn the hunting wagon from there if you choose vehicles. At number 8, we have the bounty wagon. The bounty wagon can be acquired as a part of the bounty hunter role once you reach rank 10 in the bounty hunter role. The bounty wagon is a wagon used for securely retaining bounty targets, and it can carry multiple bounties at the same time. This means if you spawn the bounty wagon and you put a bounty inside that bounty wagon, they cannot escape. Unlike when they're on your horse, they can wiggle their way out of it and just run away. But if you put them in the bounty wagon, they cannot run away, they're stuck there. And as I said, you can carry multiple bounties at the same time. So if you're a solo player trying to do 2 or 3 people bounties, then you should get this wagon to then be able to actually do it. Because if you get 2 bounties or 3 or even 4 bounties, it's almost impossible for you to do it without the bounty wagon. Once again, to spawn the bounty wagon, you can go into your interaction menu and then choose stables, vehicles, and then spawn the bounty wagon from there. If you have both the hunting wagon and the bounty wagon, then you cannot spawn them at the same time. You have to spawn them separate. However, if you want to use both of them at the same time, you can get your friend to spawn the bounty hunter wagon and then you can spawn the hunting wagon. At number 9, we have the wilderness camp. The wilderness camp costs $750, and you do have to be level 5 in the naturalist role to unlock this thing. This item is essentially all about efficiency and making the most of your time. Additionally, you also get an extra daily challenge from the wilderness camp, and it is much faster to use this item to cook meat and craft items than spawning your camp, and also going all the way over to your camp. Instead, you can just stop right in your tracks and spawn the wilderness camp right by you. But other than that, when you first look at this thing, you may think it's a waste of money and that it's way overpriced. I agree on that it's way overpriced, but a waste of money, in my opinion, it is not. When this item got released, several YouTubers made videos on it and reviewed it, and most people ranted about the wilderness camp and how it's just a pile of wood for $750. Well, it is more than that. In fact, you can actually fast travel with this item. But if you already own it, you may see that you don't have the option to fast travel. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this fast travel for the wilderness camp? Well, that is where the pamphlets come in. At number 10, we have the pamphlets. The pamphlets in this game unlock you a lot of things. Mostly new skills and abilities you can do. One of them is the wilderness travel skill page. This is the pamphlet you need to fast travel with the wilderness camp. And you may need to sit down now, guys, because this pamphlet costs $1,280. It's a pretty steep price, I know. Basically, all of the pamphlets are pretty expensive and many are overpriced, but it does unlock you a neat feature. So you may choose to buy this item or not. In my opinion, it is worth it for the fast travel. It will save you a lot of time. Even though you use a lot of money on it, it will save you a lot of time having this thing. But since number 10 was generally about pamphlets, there's also a lot of other good pamphlets. Some examples of good pamphlets is the split point pamphlet, the express explosive ammo pamphlet, dynamite arrow pamphlet, explosive slug pamphlet, horse reviver pamphlet, and many more. As you see, the explosive pamphlets are really popular in Reddit Online, mostly because they are quite OP and many of them kill in one shot. Well, there you have it, people. All these items I have listed today will help you in your Reddit Online journey. If you want me to make a new video with 15 or maybe 20 more good items, let me know in the comments, because I do have a lot of different items.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Also, I'm looking at my recording right now and I've been recording for almost 30 minutes. So if this video is quite long, I'm sorry for the length of the video. And I'm also sorry for not uploading last week. To put it simply, I just missed a upload. I will try and not make it happen again, or what am I saying? It will not happen again. Let me be confident here.
Stop the cap.
But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this awesome guide. And if so, go downstairs and throw that like button into the wall so it turns blue. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. No, fuck that guy. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this awesome guide. And if so, go downstairs and throw that like button into the wall so it turns blue. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. That's all for today. I'll see you next week, lads. Farewell.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious with you. I'm being serious.
Martial will be the best. Martial will be the best in the world.